Hi, everyone. Margaret Brown, Socialize LA CEO and founder. And I am here on this beautiful Tuesday to maybe introduce you to or celebrate with you Social Media Day. So, why do I care about social media? Well, if you know me, I own socializela.com. And 12 years ago, I said I am going to open a business and I am going to help businesses connect with their customers and their consumers and their clients. And that's what I've done. So obviously, it's a much bigger, longer story than just that, but that's why I care. That's why I do love and appreciate the power of social media and digital marketing. So I know sometimes social media does have a bad rap. There have been a lot of, I'm sure, very unfortunate things that have taken place because of social media, but that's really not what I focus on. I focus on business, the business side of social media and marketing. And if you are a consumer and you're not a business, I know that you love when a company that you buy from frequently, when they acknowledge that you posted about them on social media or that you tagged them or that you added them to your story. Like, it matters. I know very recently I purchased this flower that will last a year, this rose, and I tagged this company, Venus Fleur, and probably not saying that right, but I tagged them, and they not only responded to me privately, where nobody in the world knows but just me, and then they also shared my story with all of their followers. And so that meant a lot to me. And because as a consumer, right now I'm talking to consumers, you have a lot of power in your social media presence. So, and I will tell you right now, you catch a lot more honeys. Wait, no, you catch a lot more bees with honey than with vinegar. So that's just my own personal take, but it's much better to address a company maybe you're having a little issue with a very nice and understanding voice. They are probably going to help you get out of it rather than the blame game and just going in negative, because they're people too, and they also have power to make your life easier or not. So I don't know how I got on that bunny trail, but I think I've always wanted to say that from a marketing standpoint to a consumer. Like, when you're dealing with businesses, like, remember, they're people too. And so anyway, let's get back to social media for business. Social media has, as you know, has changed the world, and how we communicate, how frequently we can communicate, how quickly we can communicate. And for businesses, it's been for most, for a lot of people, it's been an awesome tool, because especially if they've just gravitated to it and just started evolving with it. For other businesses, it's been kind of like a struggle or a challenge, because maybe it just doesn't match what they've always done or what they want to do, or do they even have the staff in place to handle it. So it's a very it's a big topic of business, but it's not always negative or positive. It's just it depends on the business. So what we do for businesses who may need a little TLC, they may be struggling or having a challenge, we have a service where we offer them, like, we become their marketing department. So that's what we call our done for you service. And then on the other side of that, we have the done with you guidance and training, which is found in our Flex Your Influence membership community. So over 12 years, I have realized that not all businesses are created equal in what they need for digital marketing. And so it's been, we're not an answer for all people, but we definitely have a nice wide variety of services to help at least get you started or get you going. But that aside, when it comes to your business and marketing, it's when you're in business, people need to know that you're in business, right? And so I always I tell people I am not in the business of um getting people to understand how important digital marketing is and how important social media is, because it's 2020, and as business owners we should know the power of it. We should know that it's not going away, and if not, then yes, we do need to get educated on it. But I personally have a very difficult time getting people to that level, because I just want to help those that understand and value it and appreciate it. And then we're like, let's go, because that's what all my tools are. All my tools are like, let's go. I don't have a book that I wrote about, well, this is why this is valuable. So what I will tell people, and this is like as plain as I get, is you have a business, and in order for people to do business with you, that they need to know that you exist. In order for you as a consumer to do business with someone, you need to know that they exist. And so we do that in a number of ways. We can send them a flyer. We can put up a billboard on the freeway. We can do a Facebook, not there yet. We could do a TV ad. We can do radio ads. We can do iHeartRadio ads. I mean, there's a lot of different things that we can do to advertise. And all of that is paid. And that's wonderful. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if that's where you're at in your business, amazing. And I'm sure it's been amazing. But the thing about social media is that it is not just an advertising tool. And that's where a lot of businesses also get confused or get caught up, because they say to me, well, I've already tried social media. I've already done that and it didn't work. And so my question is, what were you doing, just so I know, didn't work? Because I know there's a lot of strategies and more times than not, it's they've posted for, consecutively for 2 months and then stopped because they didn't see a return on their investment. But that's not that big of an investment. And if you think about it, think about if you're going to a chamber event or you're going to NABO, the National Association of Women Business Owners. You don't just show up to one event and expect people to immediately start doing business with you. They need to get to know you. They need to know what you do. They don't automatically know what you do just because you gave them a 30-second commercial. It all goes back to visibility, credibility, and likability. So you have to kind of plant your feet there. You need to create a foundation at that Chamber of Commerce or NABO, and you build relationships, and then people start doing business with you. And that's how you need to think about your content marketing, your social media specifically. And just because you're posting, it doesn't mean people see you and now they're going to buy from you. Because yes, they need to see you, but they also need to trust you and they also need to like you. So that is a tried and true business promise that people do business with those that they like, know, and trust. So when you're thinking about your social media, you're not thinking about, well, I posted a couple times and nothing happened, or I even posted for 6 months and nothing happened. Because it's not just about the post. It's about engaging with people. It's about being part of the community. The way you would want to handle yourself in public is really the way you'll handle yourself on social media. And the deeper your relationships get, the better. And I want to kind of end with this, with COVID. And this has been a long time coming that I've wanted to say this, but I didn't want to say it too soon because it was just too painful for people. And I wanted to say that when COVID hit, there were a few types of businesses. And a couple of those that I'll talk about are ones that they've already had a digital strategy. They've been conducting webinars, or they have a place to collect emails, and they have an opt-in, or they have a strategy to create new opt-ins, and they do have social media content. So they've already built a rapport with the online community. Those people were able to pivot super quick when it came to their business. And some people even report record sales because of processes and practices that they already had in place. Then you had companies that were completely behind and they had to shuffle. And it brings me zero joy to say that, because I'm not no, absolutely not. Oh my gosh, absolutely not. Because there's a lot of reasons why people don't get involved in social media. They don't know how, they don't have the time, they don't trust anybody who's doing it. They don't want to spend the money. Like, there's so many reasons why people don't. And I respect, if you've ever had a meeting with me, you know that I respect your decision. And I never like to make people or, lead them with fear. Absolutely not. But I will say, and I will shout it from the rooftops, that there are companies that had to really struggle with moving things online, and maybe still are, because we're still in the thick of it. And the thing is that I know how simple the adjustment can be. Like, I know it. I can do it right here in my home office. I can do that for someone. My team members can do that for someone. But it's such a heavy lift that I know that there were so many that struggled with it. And so I don't want you to be caught up in that moving forward, or God forbid that, we just, I don't know. I'm not even going to go there. But if we need to operate this way for any length of time, whether or not we go back to being 100%, face to face, all is great. Never allow your digital marketing to go silent, because you do not want to have to do that heavy lift. Now, I also want to say that I'm not saying everyone has to have social media. Everyone has to have a podcast. No, absolutely not. But you need to make sure that you are connecting with your clients or your customers some way digitally. Whether you are collecting their email addresses and you're emailing them regularly, or they opt in to receive updates on your blog or your podcast, something. Because this tool is available to you. This tool allows people to do research on you, to see if they want to. It shortens the sales cycle, and all of this can happen 24/7, because people aren't always ready to pick up the phone and call you. They want to do a little bit of research. As a consumer, you can probably say, yeah, you're right. I like to do research before I actually call a company. So anyway, I know this was a lot of information, and I wanted to keep it under 15 minutes. So I can actually move this over to another channel that only allows 15 minutes. But I want to thank you for tuning in. In the show notes, I left you a link to our free Facebook group, the Modern Marketing Support Group. And in that free Facebook group, we will periodically do challenges and trainings and things of that nature. But coming up in the next couple of weeks, we are doing the 2020 summer reboot. And it is going to be super fun. We are inspirational. You're going to have homework, so you're going to get things done. You're going to meet new people, and we are going to have a really great time. I want to invite you to come. It's going to be free. So that link is not live just yet, because we are still dotting the I's and crossing the T's. So if you join the free Facebook group, hi, Cynthia, thank you so much. And I think I owe you a planner. You can let me know. If you just want more guidance, join the free Facebook group, and we will get you all the details that you need. So thank you so much. Have an awesome, awesome day, and talk to you soon.